Holding the purest Dragon Emperor bloodline, Xiao Yan stood alone before the Dragon Palace of Eastern Dragon Island, facing the overwhelming siege of the three Dragon Kings. Above Donglong Island, space itself seemed to crack apart under the violent collision of battle ki, ancient dragon roars shaking the heavens and earth. The sky burned with golden, purple, and crimson light, as if the apocalypse had descended upon the Taixu Ancient Dragon Clan. This was not merely a battle for territory. It was a decisive confrontation that would determine whether a clan divided for thousands of years would finally be unified or collapse completely under its own ambition. Ever since the mysterious disappearance of the old Dragon Emperor, Zhu Kun, the Taixu Ancient Dragon Clan had fallen into an era of fragmentation. Once the undisputed overlords of the magical beast world, the ancient dragons lost the absolute authority that bound them together. The four Dragon Islands, East, West, South, and North, each ruled independently, maintaining only a fragile, surface-level balance. Beneath that calm exterior, however, ambition fermented unchecked. Eastern Dragon Island clung stubbornly to tradition, believing that only the return of the Dragon Emperor, or the birth of a new one, could restore true order. In contrast, the other three Dragon Islands gradually abandoned faith in imperial bloodline legitimacy, nurturing their own kings, their own armies, and their own visions of domination. Power vacuums are the most dangerous catalysts in any era, and for ancient dragons, whose bloodlines determine status and suppression, the absence of an emperor was intolerable temptation. The Northern Dragon King, already possessing strength approaching a 4-star Du Sheng, was the most calculating of them all. Cold, patient, and ruthlessly pragmatic, he began plotting unification long before Xiao Yan ever appeared. The Western Dragon King hid his greed behind a constant smile, masking his true intentions, while the Southern Dragon King was openly aggressive, relying on brute force rather than subtle schemes. Though their personalities differed, their goals aligned at one critical point. None of them could allow Eastern Dragon Island to crown a new Dragon Emperor. Bloodline suppression is absolute among the Taixu Ancient Dragons. The Dragon Emperor's lineage does not merely symbolize legitimacy, it grants real, terrifying power that can suppress all other ancient dragons at the instinctual level. Even more frightening was the existence of the dragon-slaying sword, a divine weapon designed specifically to kill ancient dragons. When Xiao Yan appeared, carrying both the Dragon Emperor bloodline and the potential to awaken the dragon-slaying sword, the three Dragon Kings felt a threat unlike anything before. Submission would mean the complete loss of their authority, cultivated over 1,000 years. Resistance, though dangerous, was their only option. When news spread that Xiao Yan had successfully absorbed the Dragon Phoenix origin fruit and fully awakened her Dragon Emperor bloodline, panic erupted across the three Dragon Islands. Instead of kneeling in allegiance, they accelerated their plans for war. To them, Xiao Yan's coronation would instantly invalidate their rule, reducing them from kings to subordinates. Eastern Dragon Island's response only intensified their fear. Led by Elder Qingshan, the island's elders openly challenged the three Dragon Kings, demanding recognition of the Dragon Emperor bloodline and accusing them of betraying the Taixu Ancient Dragon Clan itself. This public declaration was equivalent to flipping the chessboard. The Northern Dragon King coldly rejected tradition, declaring that the era of the Dragon Emperor had ended. The Western Dragon King's smile vanished, revealing icy hostility as he claimed the throne would never be handed to an outsider who had only just returned to the clan. The Southern Dragon King wasted no words, directly ordering his Dragon Barbarian army to attack. In that moment, the long-prepared alliance of the three Dragon Islands surged toward Eastern Dragon Island like an unstoppable tide, officially launching a war that had been brewing for centuries. From a purely strategic perspective, the odds heavily favored the three Dragon Kings. The Northern Dragon King stood on the brink of 4-star Du Sheng, while the Western and Southern Dragon Kings were both peak 3-star Daoxing experts. Xiao Yan, though having evolved into a Dragon Phoenix body, had only recently stepped into the 4-star Daoxing realm and lacked extensive combat experience at that level. In terms of numbers, Eastern Dragon Island was hopelessly outmatched. The combined armies of the three Dragon Islands included elite forces, such as the Dragon Barbarian Army and the Dragon Armor Army, each unit forged through countless brutal battles. The Northern Dragon King's ambition went even further. In secret, he contacted the 9 Netherworld Python clan and the Heavenly Demon Phoenix clan, offering to share the Dragon Emperor Bloodline's benefits. For these ancient beast races, whose bloodlines had gradually weakened over time, such an offer was almost impossible to resist. If everything proceeded according to plan, Eastern Dragon Island would be annihilated, Xiao Yan eliminated, and the Northern Dragon King would emerge as the sole ruler of a newly unified ancient dragon race. Yet even the most meticulous schemes can collapse due to a single unforeseen variable. That variable was Xiao Yan. At the start of the war, events unfolded exactly as the 3 Dragon Kings had anticipated. Xiao Yan fought valiantly, but facing 3 Dragon Kings simultaneously, she was forced onto the defensive almost immediately. On Eastern Dragon Island, elders and commanders were locked in desperate battles across the battlefield. Elder Zhuli clashed with the half-saint man Yan, Qi Yu fought Xia Ao of Western Dragon Island, and He Qing was restrained by Xia Xia. Amid the chaos, Qing Yan from Northern Dragon Island launched a deadly sneak attack, nearly killing Xiao Yan, who was supporting Xiao Yan from the sidelines. At that critical moment, Xiao Yan fully absorbed the remaining power of the Dragon Phoenix origin fruit. Her eyes snapped open, golden pupils blazing as the Dragon Emperor bloodline surged violently through her body. With instinctive suppression alone, she blocked Qing Yan's fatal strike and saved Xiao Yan. Yet even this awakening was not enough to immediately reverse the war's overall momentum. Eastern Dragon Island still stood on the brink of collapse. The true turning point came far from the main battlefield. The Heavenly Demon Phoenix clan's reinforcements, which the 3 Dragon Kings had been counting on, were intercepted midway. The Phoenix Elder leading the force, overly confident and scheming, deliberately slowed his advance, intending to let both sides weaken each other before intervening. This hesitation gave Xiao Yan the opening he needed. Transforming into a towering golden giant, Xiao Yan obliterated the Phoenix warship in a single, overwhelming strike, declaring without hesitation that he was now an enemy of the Heavenly Demon Phoenix clan. With those reinforcements gone, the carefully balanced scales of war tilted violently. Xiao Yan's role in this conflict extended far beyond raw strength. As a late-stage 1-star Duo Sheng, his presence alone disrupted the psychological stability of the 3 Dragon Kings. His mastery of soul techniques, particularly the Wrath of the Yellow Springs, was a natural counter to magical beasts that neglected soul cultivation. More importantly, his close bond with Xiao Yan transformed the conflict from an internal dragon civil war into a confrontation with wider implications. Behind Xiao Yan stood forces like the Starfall Pavilion, and the 3 Dragon Kings could no longer be certain that this war would remain contained. As the battle dragged on and their plans unraveled, desperation drove the 3 Dragon Kings toward ruin. Xiao Yan finally summoned the fully awakened dragon-slaying sword, its blade resonating with killing intent specifically designed to eradicate ancient dragons. Before it, even dragons with higher cultivation than Xiao Yan were helpless. The Western and Southern Dragon Kings fell first, their bodies mutilated, blood raining from the sky as they collapsed in defeat. In a final act of madness, the Northern Dragon King devoured the 2 severely injured Dragon Kings, forcibly absorbing their power. His cultivation skyrocketed to the terrifying level of a 6-star Du Sheng. But this strength was unstable, purchased through betrayal and cannibalism. All remaining support vanished in an instant. Even so, against the combined might of Xiao Yan and Xiao Yan, the Northern Dragon King's end was inevitable. After his defeat, Xiao Yan refined his body into the puppet Northern King, reducing a once ambitious ruler to a mindless tool of war. With the 3 Dragon Kings destroyed, the Taixu Ancient Dragon Clan finally achieved true unification. Xiao Yan was crowned Dragon Empress, wielding the dragon-slaying sword and suppressing the entire clan through her Dragon Emperor bloodline. The cost, however, was immense. Eastern Dragon Island suffered heavy casualties, countless warriors perishing, elders gravely wounded. Yet from this devastation emerged renewal. Old power structures were erased, loyalty was proven through blood, and a new order took shape. The ancient dragon race, once fractured and vulnerable, now stood united. In the future, with the return of Zhu Kun and the rise of the 5 emperors breaking through the void, the Taixu Ancient Dragon Clan would once again claim its rightful place at the pinnacle of the world. As Xiao Yan lowered the dragon-slaying sword and the surviving dragons knelt in silence, the oppressive aura of the Dragon Emperor bloodline filled every corner of the Grand Hall. Somewhere deep within the void, Zhu Kun seemed to sense this moment, a faint, satisfied smile forming as if he had long foreseen that only through blood and fire could his proud race be reborn. As the dust of battle settles and the ancient dragons bow beneath a single will, a new era quietly begins. The flames of ambition have been extinguished. The bloodline of the Dragon Emperor once again flows unchallenged, and the Taixu Ancient Dragon Clan stands united after 1,000 years of division. But this is not the end. It is only the prologue to an even greater storm. With Xiao Yan on the throne and Xiao Yan standing beside her, the balance of the world is already shifting, and the shadows of future conflicts are slowly taking shape. If you want to understand the deeper power struggles behind every epic battle, the hidden logic beneath bloodlines, ambition, and destiny, then stay with me. This world has far more secrets waiting to be uncovered. Follow me, and let's continue exploring the world of battle through the heavens together.